I'm keeping this brief because I'm still reeling from everything, but I need guidance on navigating this mess. I work in construction, earn a decent living, nothing extravagant, and I've been saving for months to buy my girlfriend an engagement ring. But when I went to use the funds, my mom had drained our joint account to cover my brother's rehab without consulting me. I've been with my girlfriend, Lena, for 6 years, and she's phenomenal. Last year when I got laid off and battled depression, she never made me feel like a burden. She took on extra shifts, helped with bills, everything, never once complained. I know she's my forever. For 8 months, I've been stashing every extra dollar to get her a meaningful engagement ring. Not a huge gem, but something special she deserves. I found a perfect emerald ring, her birthstone, at a local jeweler after she once mentioned loving colored stones over diamonds. The jeweler's holding it for me. The money was in a joint account I've had with my mom since I was a kid. We've always treated it like separate savings, her pension funds, my ring savings. It's never been a problem. I'm planning to propose soon, nothing extravagant, just a quiet moment at the park where we had our first date. I already got her mom's blessing since her dad passed away. Here's where I need advice. My brother, Ethan, has been grappling with addiction for years. It started with painkillers after a football injury in high school, then escalated to heavier drugs by college. He's been to rehab twice, staying clean for maybe 6 months each time before relapsing. My mom keeps rescuing him, paying for lawyers when he's arrested, covering his rent when he's jobless. Classic enabling, but she won't listen. Last week, she mentioned Ethan was ready to get serious about recovery and wanted to attend a pricey private clinic. I brushed it off because I'm exhausted by the same old conversation about him. Now I'm wondering if I should transfer my savings out of the joint account to be safe. Am I overreacting? She knows how much this ring means to me. I've been talking about proposing for months. But I'm worried she might act impulsively if Ethan pressures her about needing help. What would you do? Edit. Some are asking about THE Chinese letter system, the account details. When I turned 18, my mom suggested keeping the joint account for convenience during college when she helped with expenses. After I graduated and started my construction job, we kept using it as a shared savings account. She deposits her pension surplus, I add my savings, and we withdraw what we need. It's worked smoothly for years because we trusted each other and mentally tracked our shares. Maybe that seems naive now, but it never caused issues before. Edit 2. Many of you are urging me to move the money now. You're probably right. I hate thinking my own mother would take my savings, especially knowing what it's for, but better safe than sorry, right? Update 1, 3 days later. I'm in shock. Went to the bank today to withdraw the ring money and the account is empty, completely wiped out, including her savings. I called my mom and she casually said she used it for Ethan's rehab program like it was nothing. I drove to her house and we argued on her porch. She had the audacity to say an engagement is just one day, but Ethan's sobriety could last a lifetime. She told me to be grateful for helping save my brother. Grateful like I had a say in it. Ethan's been a mess since high school. A shoulder injury led to painkiller addiction, then worse. By college, he was doctor shopping. Mom paid for his first rehab in some fancy Arizona place with yoga and art therapy costing a fortune. He was clean for 4 months before relapsing at Thanksgiving dinner. Mom made excuses, and we all pretended it was fine while he nodded off at the table. His second relapse was uglier, arrested for breaking into a pharmacy. Mom got him a lawyer, reduced the charges, paid his fines, and sent him to another costly rehab with horses and meditation. He lasted 6 months before selling his meds for drugs. Now this third program costs $18,000, more than I earn in 6 months of hard labor. She didn't even ask before taking our money. The worst part, she looked at me like I was selfish for being upset, saying family comes first and I'd understand when I have kids. I asked her what Lena will be. Nothing. Lena's my future wife, my family, but apparently that doesn't matter because we're not blood. Ethan called while I was driving home, claiming he's serious this time and I should support Mom's choice. Same promises as always. I hung up. I don't know how to tell Lena. She doesn't know yet, but I have to tell her. The jeweler's expecting me tomorrow. How do I explain my mom derailed our engagement for Ethan's latest rehab? I'm so furious I can't think clearly. I saved for months, packed lunches, skipped nights out, worked overtime for Lena's ring to show her what she means to me. Now it's gone because Mom chose Ethan's crisis over my happiness. What do I do? Edit. People are asking about legal recourse. It's a joint account, so she had the legal right to take the money. It's still a betrayal, but I can't involve the police. Edit 2. Some suggest asking Lena's family for help or getting a loan. I appreciate it, but I don't want to start our engagement in debt or begging her parents. That's not how I want our marriage to begin. Update 2. 5 days later, I told Lena everything last night. I couldn't keep dodging why I delayed the proposal. She could tell I was off since the bank incident, asking if I was okay or if work was the issue. I spilled it all, feeling like a failure as I explained how my family ruined everything. I described the park proposal plan, her mom's blessing, the emerald ring I picked out. The more I talked, the worse I felt. A grown man unable to propose because my mom took my savings. Lena was quiet for a while, processing. Then she asked if I was okay, not about the money or ring, but me. I broke down a bit, no one else asked that. She was disappointed, but not at me, angry at my mom for putting me in this spot. Then she said something unexpected. She's glad to see my family's true colors before we're married. We talked until 2 a.m. about Ethan's addiction and mom's enabling. Lena shared that her uncle's addiction tore her family apart, and her aunt divorced him over the chaos and financial strain. She said she's proud I see the pattern instead of excusing it, showing I won't let Ethan's issues control our relationship like mom does. This mess somehow brought us closer. Lena sees how much the proposal meant to me and how crushed I am. But she also sees my commitment to her, ring or no ring. Still, she's been weird about money, offering to help with rent or groceries, even the ring, which makes me feel worse. She shouldn't have to support me because of my mom's actions. Mom texted yesterday asking if I'm done being dramatic, saying Ethan's doing great in rehab and I should be proud. I deleted it. Lena saw it and was furious, saying no mother should call her child selfish over theft and suggesting I consider cutting contact. The jeweler called today, asking if I want to put the ring on layaway or look at cheaper options. I explained the situation. He was kind, offering to hold the emerald ring for another month and mentioning other price ranges. I feel trapped, can't afford the ring, can't trust my mom, and Lena's hiding her disappointment. Mom genuinely believes she was right, that Ethan's addiction trumps my relationship. I don't know how to move forward. Lena deserves the proposal I planned, the ring, the park moment, not my family's drama. Update 3. 1 week later, Lena blew me away yesterday. She came over after work, acting excited but nervous, fidgeting with her bag, asking random questions about my day. I thought she'd bring up the engagement, which I've dreaded since I have no solutions. Instead, she sat me down, pulled out a small velvet box and showed me a ring, a simple silver band with a tiny stone, maybe glass. Smiling, she said, "I found our engagement ring." I was stunned. She explained she went to an antique shop on her lunch break, thinking about our situation. She saw this $25 ring from the 1940s, a wartime engagement ring with a small garnet in a sterling silver setting. She loves its story and character, saying it's ours now. She handed me the box and asked, "Will you propose with this?" I laughed, not at her, but at how she, the most patient woman, solved our problem so simply. She's always been practical and creative like this. I got down on one knee in my living room and proposed with this quirky antique ring, cheaper than a nice dinner. She said yes before I finished. The ring fits perfectly, and she says it's a sign it was meant to be. She's been showing it off to her sister and coworkers, who find our story romantic, overcoming obstacles together. Lena loves its unique history over a generic store ring. I called the jeweler to let him sell the emerald ring. He was happy for us, saying the best stories don't always involve pricey rings. He appreciated me calling instead of ghosting. This feels more perfect than the emerald ring. Lena's not into flashy jewelry, wearing the same simple earrings daily. This antique ring suits her perfectly. We're going to the park this weekend for a private celebration at my original proposal spot. Lena wants to honor its significance. I haven't told Mom about the engagement. She's been texting about Ethan's rehab progress, acting like nothing happened. She sent a photo of him looking healthy at Family Day. Lena rolled her eyes, saying it's easy to look good in an $18,000 spa. She's right, Ethan always looks great in rehab, but it never lasts. Lena thinks I should wait until after the wedding to decide about Mom, not make permanent choices while angry. She's probably right, but I'm not feeling forgiving. Every time I see Lena's ring, I'm reminded Mom chose Ethan's third rehab over my proposal. Edit. People want ring photos. Lena prefers not sharing online, but it's a form round garnet in a 4-prong setting with a worn, etched silver band. like something a grandmother would wear. Edit 2, some criticize me for considering cutting mom off over money. It's not the money, it's the disrespect for my relationship and life. If she did this once, she'll do it again for Ethan. I can't build a marriage with someone who doesn't value my wife and me. Update 4 2 weeks later. We're officially engaged, and it's been amazing, but family drama's getting complicated. Lena's been showing off her ring, telling everyone our story. Her parents love its character, and her mom got emotional, saying it reminds her of her $15 pawn shop ring when she and Lena's dad got engaged during college. They were married 35 years until he passed. Lena never shared that before. But here's the issue. Mom expects a wedding invitation. She heard through a friend's mom and has been texting about Ethan's progress and wedding plans, bridal showers, dress shopping, catering, flowers. She's acting like a doting mother-in-law, assuming Ethan will be in the wedding party and talking about her dress and venue input. I told her we're engaged, and she got excited about guest lists and dates, ignoring what she did. Lena and I discussed it. She'll support my decision, but warned that mom will likely act like nothing happened, making the wedding about her and Ethan's recovery. Lena also said I might regret excluding mom later, as family dynamics are messy. So I called mom and told her she's not welcome at the wedding. I said her theft showed how little she values my relationship, and I can't have that at our celebration. She exploded, calling me ungrateful and selfish, saying she was saving Ethan's life. She cried, saying missing my wedding would break her heart and that families forgive. She said, "You got engaged anyway, so what's the problem?" Like our solution excuses her betrayal. She claimed any mother would do the same to save her child. I told her she chose Ethan's addiction over my relationship and needs to own her mistake and apologize, not justify it. She said she did what was right and hung up. Lena supported me, saying anyone who steals from their child and plays the victim doesn't belong at our wedding. Ethan called today, 6 weeks into rehab, claiming he didn't know mom took my money, thinking it was mostly hers. He apologized, saying he's working on amends and wants to repay me after rehab with a job. I said it's not about the money but trust and mom's priorities. He understood my choice to cut contact and asked if he could attend the wedding if he stays clean. I'm unsure. His addiction isn't his fault, but the chaos it brings affects everyone. Lena says we should wait and see if he stays clean, earning trust first. No automatic invites for family ties. Ethan agreed, focusing on recovery without expecting others to fix his relationships, more mature than he's been in years. We're planning a small, simple wedding, 50 people, garden ceremony, modest reception. Lena's notebook is full of ideas. Despite everything, we're happy. Lena says our ring symbolizes that we don't need expensive things or approval to build something beautiful. Edit. People ask if Ethan's clean for good. I hope so, he's my brother. But after 2 relapses, I'm skeptical. Rehab's controlled environment is one thing, the real world's another.